Hi, my name is Dr. Stephanie Young, Doctor of Acupuncture and Oriental Medicine. I've been in practice here in San Diego since 2010. I've worked in various offices in private practice, including downtown San Diego, La Jolla, Eastlake, and even Temecula. In 2017, I decided that I wanted to be a premier mobile acupuncturist because there isn't really very many acupuncturists that will travel to you. And so I saw a need in the community and decided that it would be really fun to kind of travel around all over San Diego and get to see all kinds of different people instead of just in one small town. So today I want to tell you my story about when I started receiving acupuncture. So in 2005, I had no idea about acupuncture. I was never interested in it. I'd never really known a lot of people have had it, so it was kind of like a mystery to me. And at the time, I was working as a health educator in a community clinic, and I was really focusing a lot on my own health and my own healing. So I was trying all kinds of different diets. I was doing Bikram yoga every day. I was doing all kinds of things that I thought would be best for my health, getting into a lot of wellness. And I'd heard about acupuncture from a coworker, and I was a little bit skeptical, and I just had these like weird ideas in my mind about what it might entail. And I thought, wow, needles, that sounds really scary. And so I was a little bit hesitant. And then my coworker kept telling me about all of the positive benefits that she was getting from the acupuncture. And so I thought that I would definitely be interested in getting all of those positive benefits, such as better sleep and more energy and a better digestion and just a really intense feeling of well-being. I could tell a huge difference in my coworker from the time before she had started acupuncture and the time after. And her attitude towards people, she just kind of let things roll off of her. And I was like, wow, there must be something to this. And that just seeing my coworker having such a great result was kind of sold me. And so I went ahead and I just started with her acupuncturist. So one of the things is, back then, I had no idea what an acupuncturist was. I didn't know that they were licensed. I didn't know that they had 4 years of schooling. I could not tell you the difference between what an acupuncturist was and like a shaman. It was like that foreign to me. And so I wanted to do a blog on my website for all the people out in San Diego who are interested in getting acupuncture, but just like me had really no idea what it is that they were looking for in an acupuncturist. So the first thing I would recommend is really important, is to find somebody who has treated your condition before. Acupuncture can help a wide variety of conditions, and you can see if you go to acupuncturist website, on the first page of their website you'll see like a condition list. It's like this long, like a million things acupuncture can treat, and it's kind of crazy because you're like, there's no way that it can treat all those things. And so because there are lots of acupuncturists in San Diego, you want to make sure that you find one who is familiar with treating your particular condition or conditions, because there's a lot of acupuncturists who specialize in different things. And so my recommendation is to call maybe a couple of acupuncturists and talk with them over the phone and see if you're a good fit to work together. So one of the things you want to ask is, have they treated sciatica before? Have they treated IBS before? Have they worked with people with general anxiety disorder or OCD or whatever type of condition that you've had? And depending on that acupuncturist and where they feel comfortable helping you or not, for the most part, most acupuncturists are going to be very honest with you and tell you, yes, I can help you. This is going to be the process. Or, you know what? No, I think I know somebody else that really specializes in that, and they may refer you to somebody else that is a better fit. So that's one of my first recommendations. My second recommendation is, of course, make sure they're licensed, because like I said, when I was looking into acupuncture before I was an acupuncturist, I really had no idea. And unfortunately, there are some people out there practicing without a license. For instance, occasionally there'll be a chiropractor who's practicing that really shouldn't be practicing acupuncture, or a physical therapist. And without being licensed to practice acupuncture, it actually can be dangerous without the training. Acupuncturists have extensive training. We have 4 years and over 3,000 hours of training, and sometimes, unfortunately, there are people out there practicing that shouldn't be without a license. So that's like of course, that's like the bare minimum, that the person has to be licensed. But you also want to look to see, do they have any other certifications? Have they gone further in their trade? Have they gone through extensive continuing education? Do they have a doctorate in acupuncturist, which is like another step beyond what is required in California, which is the master's degree? Do they have any, extra board certification? Like, for instance, I have a board certification for ABORM, which is the American Medical Board for Fertility. So one of my specialties is I'm board certified in treating fertility. So I treat a lot of fertility, a lot of women's health, and other conditions related to that. So that's something you definitely want to look for. And then last, the most important thing is that you feel comfortable with the person. Because obviously, if you get a strange feeling from this person and it's awkward and you cannot communicate with them, even over the phone. If you have a hard time communicating over the phone with this person about your condition, and they just seem to either not care or not really understand how to help you, or they cannot articulate that, then chances are when you see them in person, you're probably going to have more or similar situation that you do on the phone. So you want to make sure that the person generally cares about you, it cares about your health, and that you feel open enough to be able to discuss your health conditions with them. Because if not, it's going to be a very difficult relationship, and it will make it very difficult for you to get better. So you want to make sure that your personalities get along enough so that you're able to work together to get better. All right. So again, my name is Dr. Stephanie Young. If you have any questions or you'd like to do a phone consultation, I am available. You can give me a call, 619-880-7653. And I hope you have a great weekend and stay dry. It's supposed to be, oh my gosh, raining 6 days in a row this weekend or this week, and it's just crazy. I drove downtown this weekend and everything was just like completely flooded. It is just crazy out there. So stay safe, stay dry, and I will see you soon. All right, thanks.